Hey everybody, this is Caesar with Small Engine Velocity, and today's video is about the KPR200. Everybody knows that this is a bike that I have completely enjoyed since I got it. I've done multiple tests on speed tests, I've done rides, assembly, and to me it's an excellent all-around bike. You can go on the freeway, you can commute with it, you get awesome gas mileage, and there's about other zillion other reasons why you should get this bike. But today, we're gonna go ahead and give you the top 5 reasons to buy the Lifan KPR200. But before we do that, I just wanted to make sure that you guys know that this is a small bore channel. We do 450cc motors or less, scooters, motorcycles, bikes, whatever the case may be, 2-stroke, 4-stroke, whatever. If that sounds interesting to you, go ahead and give me a subscribe. If you plan on buying a small bore bike or a scooter or a ruckus or something like this in the future, or you're just kind of in the world shopping around for your beginner bike or a commuter bike, then go ahead and stay tuned. Anyways, before we begin, let that intro roll. Okay, so the first thing that I want to talk about, or the 5th reason, and not by priority, but the 5th reason the KPR200 is, surprise, surprise, it is price. The price on this thing is around $3,000. You can find it less, you can find it more. It depends on if you buy it at a dealership or if you buy it online. I recommend that you buy one from a dealership so that you have a local place to execute your warranty. But if you don't, then I still would go ahead and buy one from one of the online website vendors. But price, I challenge you to go ahead and go out there and find a 6-speed fuel-injected bike, brand new with a 2-year warranty, that gets all these things in one package, which, by the way, I can't really go over them because they're the other 4. Some of them are the other 4 in the list. But price, that is the 5th reason, 5th reason. The 4th reason, and this fits more into the category of commuter. If you get on this bike and you take it out and you ride it around, you are going to get an amazing gas mileage rate on this thing. I have driven it to Galveston and back. I have been commuting with it for a couple of weeks. I've been driving around for fun. I let a friend borrow it and drive it around for a bunch, and I'm still at half a tank. So I am fully convinced that you could do long round trip commutes and get amazing gas mileage on this bike. So the 4th reason that you should buy, I keep showing the wrong fingers. The 4th reason you should buy this bike is gas mileage. The 3rd reason you should buy the Lifan KPR200 is that it is 200cc. It doesn't look like a 200cc bike, but it is 200cc. And in this particular category, I was surprised. You would get a 200cc machine and you don't expect it to go that fast. I mean, if you look at an average push lawnmower, it's 190cc, so you can't really expect much from 200cc. But this blew my mind, being it's water cooled and everything like that. Water cooled, 6-speed and fuel injected. On the speedometer, I got 87 miles per hour, and on GPS that was like 84 or something like that, or 82, something like that, 82 I believe. And that wasn't even as hard as I could go if you watch that video. And I'll leave a link up here for that speed test video that I did. It can accelerate, it has enough speed to get you on the freeway. Now, a little bit of a caveat there. If you live in a place where you have a lot of interstate 75, 70 mile per hour roads and it's difficult, and that's what you have to drive on all the time, it may be a little bit tough because you can't pass. But where I live, everything is 60, 65 all the way from here all the way down to Galveston and going up north, and contiguous counties are generally 65 miles per hour around my area. If you live in a urban or rural area and everything is 75, then maybe it might not be that good. But for the general population, going 85 miles per hour is perfectly fine. So it has enough get up and go and enough speed to satisfy even the most anxious of big bike riders. Okay, number 2 reason that you should buy the KPR200 is style and size. Okay, so everybody knows that I have a KP Mini, which is a mini bike, kind of like a Grom or a Z125 or anything like that. And it gets less speed than this, but it gets up and goes. But if you check this out and you look at it, it's a big bike. And what's cool about it being a big bike is that it has a lot of weight. So whenever you try to make turns or anything like that, it has that weight to keep you in that turn. And the size gives you enough feel for whenever you're on the freeway that you don't feel like a speck of dirt or a bug or an insect ready to hit someone's car. And then people see you better. Style-wise, I mean, look at it. It looks awesome. I picked this particular color pattern because I like how it popped. It's got great styling. The fairings look great. It's got windshield and everything. It just looks like and it is a well-built bike. Now, keep in mind also, this is an award-winning track bike for small CC racing over in Asia. So, I mean, you can't really go wrong. It looks good. So that was number 2, style and size. Number 1 is more of a generalization or a grouping for this bike. It might be multiple things, but the number 1 reason you should buy the KPR200 is that it is very versatile. Let's go over the things I talked about before. Gas mileage, excellent. That is something that a commuter rider would like. It's got a 200cc motor, but can go 87 on the speedometer, probably faster if you really wanted to push it. That's someone who wants to ride for fun, as well as a commuter. It looks good. It's got weight. It's not something that's so tiny that people will not see you on the road. So really what I'm trying to say is that it can make a great commuter bike. It can make a great beginner bike. If you want to ride a regular size bike, it can go beyond that. It could be an intermediate bike. It can also be a fun bike. The way that I was told about this bike is that people who race bikes say that it would probably make a great track bike. That has yet to be proven. I haven't had a chance to take it out to a track, but I really would like to see what it would do on a track. Not me driving, but someone who's experienced. That would be great. But anyways, that's the number 1 reason. It's versatile. It fits a lot of categories. So in summary, this bike, I went in with a certain expectation that it would be great. It would be good. It'd be good for a lot of things. When I actually rode it, owned it, used it, it really exceeded my expectations because it fit a lot of different categories for me and is very versatile for what it does. But anyways, I hope this helps. I hope that this kind of sways you a little bit in the direction to at least put the KPR200 in your list of bikes that you're looking for. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.